Today I'm reviewing two books, A Stone in the Sea by A.L. Jackson and Drowning to Breathe by A.L. Jackson. This one's the first in the Bleeding Stone series. This is the second in the Bleeding Stone series. The reason why I decided to review them together is because they're based upon the one couple, the main couple, which is Baz and Shay. So he is the lead singer of Sunder, the heavy metal group. He's a bad boy rocker. Bad boy heavy metal rocker that's been in trouble, has had past drug issues. You know, he doesn't feel like he deserves to have a family or relationship. So yeah, he's having issues right now with the law at the beginning of A Stone in the Sea. Shay is an ex-country star in Georgia. And at the time of this book, he has been in trouble with the law. So his music company wants him basically to go away, go write some music. So he decides to go to Georgia. The whole band goes. He's sitting there, he's pretty much bored, off his mind. It's like, okay, what am I going to do with myself? So he ends up at a bar where Shay works. And she is a waitress / bartender working for her Uncle Charlie, which they both have their demons. They both have issues, but they, really don't tell anybody anything at the time. It starts off basically with flirting, their relationship. And after a while, he starts bringing the boys, which are Lyric West, Ash, Evans, and Z. They all come to the bar, they start mingling, start flirting with women, this and that. And that's like their go-to place to hang out in Savannah, right? So, like I said, if you're going to read these books, you got to read these two. So, getting back to all that, I felt hard for the writing on this book because it was just poetic and it had such depth and soul. I always say that about her writing. It's true, though. It is really, really true. I'll give you an example in a minute of her writing for the first book. The first book is basically their love affair and how they fall in love, and the demons that they have to get past for both of them, because they're both not telling each other the truth, right? So for Baz, he lost one of his brothers in the past. And it was his brother Austin's twin in the ocean. So he finds guilt for everything having to do with Austin. And he takes care of his baby brother like there's no tomorrow. But Austin is basically in himself at the moment. He is running around with that hoodie, hiding from the world with his own demons. And later on, you find out why, and that's in later books, which is great. But with Baz, he has so much on his shoulder. Being the lead singer of a band, writing music, trying to get his band healthy and make a name for themselves, even more so. But then he finds Shay. He's drawn to her. But then he realizes, wait a minute, she's got a child, and do I really want to taint her? So, being said that, he doesn't want to. Then he does. There's that pull. It's like a storm. It's a storm brewing there. So, he sees Shay. One thing leads to another, and they finally give in to their inhibitions. But he realizes if he's going to do this, there's Callie in the situation, her little girl. She's a single mom, and mind you, he's asked before, where's her dad? This and that. She's like, not around. He thinks the dad's dead. So they engage in this relationship. They're together. Everything seems fine, but in the back of Shay's mind, she always knows he's going to leave because he's going to go on tour. He's going to go back to LA. But this rocker boy is going to be gone. That's what she calls him, the rocker boy. So they're trying to figure it out. Or are they going to stay together or not? So he goes back to LA. He does his thing. And then he realizes he can't be without his girl. So he comes back for her. It's beautiful. He comes back. He wants to be the father of Callie. He wants to raise her as his own. He wants them to be his family. You see a total transition from him. Huge 180. It's beautiful. And to see the way he is with this child just lights him up, lights everything up. So they're together. She has an incident on the beach, and it's devastating to say the least, because it brings back memories of his loss of his brother, and his other brother, Austin, is there too. So he sees it, and all the vulnerability, everything comes up, everything stirs up all these emotions, right? In the midst of all this, gets to the hospital. When they're leaving, publicity nonstop, press, everything. It scares the crap out of Shay, because she wants to be out of the limelight. And he doesn't understand why. He doesn't understand why at all. He understands a little bit what she's told him, but not everything. She hasn't told him the truth. Just like he's told her pretty much his truth to a certain degree. So there's some backstories behind all this. So the next night, something happens, and it's just, this is where your cliffhanger is. So I'm going to give you a little sample of her writing, and it's just beautiful. I love her. I just love her writing. I mean, it's beautiful. And this is the audiobook, so let's hear this.
Sebastian. Night encroached, ushered in quickly by the storm that grew on the fringe of the horizon, taking possession of the sky. A streak of lightning twisted and tangled through the dense clouds, a jolt to the air, sending a crackle of energy snapping through the darkening heavens. Another lash of anger singed me as if the lightning had struck against my flesh. I gripped the steering wheel of the Suburban and focused out the windshield as I rolled into Savannah after leaving Anthony's place.
Okay, so that's a sample. Okay, it's a sample of beautiful. So this one has a cliffhanger, and it's nasty, and it's bad. Nasty in the fact where you're going to be crying, you're going to be weeping, and a lot of crap comes out where you didn't even see it coming. I'm just drowning in a breath. This one has a special place to my heart and soul, due to the fact that after reading this lovely little gem here, I was dying for the next book to come out, in which I had to wait, because I believe it came out in May, and this one came out September 15th. And the day sticks in my mind because it's my wedding anniversary. So I was lucky enough to get my iBook copy about 8 o'clock the night prior. So I was reading nonstop, like a freaking lunatic, like a junkie lunatic. Yes, I was. And poor next day, I'm trying to spend the day with my husband, and he's like, "Why are you so tired?" I had to finish this goddamn book. I go, I wasn't going to be whole until then. I go, you don't understand. He's like, it's our 16-year wedding anniversary, and you're worried about the book. I'm like, you don't understand. So yeah, this is masterpiece. It truly is. You see the character development from the first book. Baz has grown tremendously. But then in this one, you see so much of their stories, individual stories, tales. I have goosebumps right now. And let me just give you a sample. It's a prologue of this one by Andy R.
Prologue. Shay. I wept toward the sky, hemorrhaging, crumbling, breaking. No, Callie! Callie! Sebastian's arms tightened around me as the rain began to pour from above. A torrent of pain splintered through my chest, as if it were cracking my ribs open wide, every hope I'd allowed myself to have spilling free. Wind whipped through, like a deranged madness that swept along the ground, chasing after the taillights that blinked out at the end of the street. Agony. 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 No, please, how could I allow this to happen? Please, Callie, My baby. My baby. He can't have her.
Okay, so you can't deny that's not beautiful. I mean, that's a prologue. It gets you from get-go. This book is nonstop. There's no slow points. The same with The Stone in the Sea. But this one is just nonstop. She has us on a wild roller coaster from that point. It just flows directly. You see why Baz is upset because he didn't know all this what was going on, and that Callie's father was actually alive. So it just stirs emotions. It's beautiful scenes. The connection between these two. So, yeah. He finally realizes that there's a lot behind what she hasn't told him. And she gets to see the backside of what truly went on with the band, too. And they are trying to fight each other's demons. But they want to be a family. And to do that, you have to get past everything to move forward. But what I love about it is that there's such two strong characters. Shay is strong. She does not give up. She's a fighter. She is remarkable. What she will do. She's a mama bear. She's going to go kick ass. This is her baby. And he's there by her side. After he has a little meltdown, comes back and realizes, I want to be a daddy. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you everything. In the back of Shay's mind, she's always wondering, yeah, sure. Are you just saying that? Are you, rocker boy? Anyhow, beautiful scenes when Callie starts calling him daddy. And for me, it's touching when, there's Vegas scene there. And she surprises him on his birthday. And he's trolling her, and he's like, where's Kelly? I left her back at home with Tamar, Charlie, and April. You left my daughter where? With who? Man-hater? And she's like, I just have this huge smile on my face because that whole entire chapter, there's 2 chapters there, that it's Sebastian can do no wrong. He's redeemed himself from every bad shit he's done, in my eyes, and God damn that boy. So, they have the fairy tale that's going on in, but it's a book, right? You're gonna have your odds and ends, and things happen. So after they get married, it's not easy going. Let me just tell you, shit hits the fan rough. When I mean rough, it means rough. And the pool of emotion that come out because Amy has their backstories written into each one of these, stories from the past. And you see everything Shay's been put through by her mother to become the success, and how Callie was conceived. Oh, still chills. And how Austin knows about her from the past, and how Austin knows her mom. Yeah, crazy. So things get bad. Really, really bad. But you know what? Shay's there to freaking kick ass and get her family. Prove to the world she is his wife, and she'll do whatever. This is her husband. This is the love of her life. So let me tell you, it does have a happy ending. It does have beautiful epilogue. And when I'm highly emotional sometimes and I really want something fabulous to listen to, I always go back to Trying to Breathe. I do. I swear to God. I always have it on my iPhone, my iPad, and I usually listen to the audiobook instead of reading it, which you've heard samples from Sebastian York and Andy York. She's the female lead. So they do both books. And brilliantly read. It's a brilliant read. Writing is superb, phenomenal, sensual. God, those sensual scenes, let me tell you. He's a panty dropper, man. Let me tell you. Panty freaking dropper. Hot rockers, see? Plus, it's like being in a movie. Little movie going on through your head. You can just see it. You feel like you're there. You feel like you're with these characters. You feel like you're living it. So let me tell you, must have. You don't have an ebook, iBook, Kindle version, or not, Barnes & Noble version, I don't know. Paperback. There is the audiobooks that are always phenomenal. I own every single one of them. So I'm a diehard fan because it's freaking fantastic, man. It's outstanding. So I would say it's over 5 stars. If I can give Amy 100, I would. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Her writing just gets better and better. So again, I gotta tell you, seriously, best series ever. My favorite contemporary romancers. Kid you not. I shit you not. Bye.
This moment all my life, but it's not quite right. And this real, it's impossible, if possible, that